Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is 34th part of explanation of my theory. Today I will tell you my formulas and method of wholly uncertain prediction and determination of all spectral lines, wavelengths, of all kinds of atom. Here, hydrogen atom spectra will be our sample. These are my conditions. 1. Each spectral emission line is trail of a single wave pulse, SVP. Remember my former videos, single wave pulse. 2. Single wave pulse, one of definition, my definition, and I termed it as a single wave pulse, different from free electron motion forms, successive waves. Single wave pulse belongs to atom bounded, atom tied electron motion form, like this. Here, say this is proton. Okay, same direction. Protons constituents parts are so narrow. They have so small wavelengths, and they had made, I guess, joint cycle motion before so long, before. Here, atom bounded, proton bounded, or atom tied electron motion form. Here, it is in balance initial situation. Nothing has disturbed it now. Okay, and I show with lambda EI. Okay, this indicates, this symbol, my symbol, indicates initial imbalance, initial, not disturbed electron motion forms, tight bounded, proton bounded electron motion forms, wavelength, okay. Here. Single wave pulse, SPW. Each of enlarging shrinking period of atom tight, atom bounded electron motion form through effect of free electron motion forms certain numbered wave, and vanishing of this effect while shrinking produces and pushes a single sphere pulse, single sphere pulse. Yes, I don't want to confuse your mind. Okay, single sphere pulse, but I say this in the same time. Single sphere pulse, I termed, but my main term is single wave pulse, okay, SWP. Again, each of enlarging, shrinking of atom-tight, atom-bounded electron motion form through effect of free electron motion forms certain numbered wave, and vanishing of this effect, while shrinking, produces and pushes a single sphere pulse that wholly enlarges through the eternity in all directions at speed of light. 3. Lambda EI. This lambda EI, or bigger one, this lambda EI, atom-bounded electron motion form, joint cyclical motion now, and n is equal 1 always, whether it is enlarging or narrowing, and always equal 1. Because of this, we always must initial position at this n equal 1, okay? But remember, my main formula is, remember, energy is equal hc divided by n squared lambda n minus delta lambda cosine alpha, or another formulas. Lambda EI is the initial imbalance wavelength of atom-bounded, atom-tight electron motion form. 4. Atom-tight, atom-bounded electron motion forms n is always here, and atom-tight electron motion forms n is always equal to 1, whether it is in balance or it is enlarged, etc. Because it cycles always as a single cyclical motion while it is tied, while it is bounded. 5. An atom-tied, atom-bounded electron motion form cannot produce and propagate successive waves. Remember, there's empty part, don't confuse. I will tell you now. Here, free electron motion form, remember. Okay. Whether it is at rest or relocating, it produces and propagates successive waves, and that waves affect bounded, proton-bounded electron motion form. And when that effect vanishes while shrinking, atom-bounded, atom-tight electron motion form produce and push single wave pulse. Okay. And 5. An atom-tight electron motion form cannot produce and propagate successive waves. 6. A certain numbered successive wave second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, sixth wave, 24th wave, etc. may affect the initial imbalance electron motion form in the middle of its joint motion axis, and this effect may enlarge this atom-bounded, proton-bounded, atom-tight electron motion form. 6. A certain numbered successive wave of free electron motion form makes atom-tight electrons initial imbalance wavelength, radius, here bigger one, initial wavelength, here initial wavelength, okay. Enlarges at the rate of its squared number, n squared, okay, like this. Here, smallest one, proton, here proton, here very middle proton, and here imbalance situation electron motion form, no effect, not yet. Here, effective free electron motion form, and its second wave is going to come in to affect this yet undisturbed bounded electron motion form, imbalance electron motion form, in initial wavelength electron motion form. Okay, this is effective free electron motion forms, say first cycle itself, but now, just now, n equal to will second wave is going to affect this initial situation electron motion form, bounded, proton bounded electron motion form. And when its, say, second successive wave of free electron motion form affect this, if it is second, it's squared. At the rate of its squared, this electron motion form will enlarge at the rate of this. Here, 1 lambda EI, now here 4 lambda EI. Okay. This is imbalance step, this is absorption step. Now, according to my theory and my formulas, this is the absorption. Yes, electron motion form, bounded electron motion form, enlarged now. This position is absorption. And when this wave effect vanishes, again, this electron motion form, bounded enlarged and bounded electron motion form, shrinks to its initial wavelength. Okay. Shrink. While shrinking, at the same time interval, white arrows, black arrows shrinking. Okay. White arrows bounded electron just that time, just in that period, produce and push a single wave pulse, only one pulse. This is not photon. This is a sphere. Through eternity, in all direction, it is an enlarging sphere at the speed of light. This is another kind of light. Remember my former videos, okay? Just this production and pushing the single wave pulse is emission step, okay? Here. A certain numbered successive wave of free electron motion form makes atom-tight electrons' initial imbalance wavelength radius enlarges at the rate of its squared number. 7. Because of atom-bounded, atom-tight electron can only produce single wave pulse through each enlarging-shrinking process. Because of there are no successive waves produced and propagated by atom-bounded electron, atom-tight electron. In fact, single wave pulse has no wavelength and has no frequency because of there is no successive waves. Okay, you cannot measure the distance between the hills of successive waves. Only single waves is enlarging and going through the eternity at the speed of light. Yes, but I put forth the name and formula for single wave pulse, that representative wavelength of single wave pulse. Representative wavelength. Okay. Here, this is representative single wave pulse. I will tell you now. Now, because of the single wave pulse doesn't connect it with the electron motion form, bounded with, because of the single wave pulse doesn't connect it with the atom bounded electron motion form after producing and pushing, different from free electron motion from successive waves. Single wave pulse is not anisotropic. Single wave pulse is isotropic. Characteristic rays are isotropic. Continuous wavelength anisotropic. Remember from my former videos. 10. Only free electron motion forms, successive waves, can produce continuous spectrum. They do that only while the source free electron motion form is relocating. 11. All of characteristic line source are atom-bounded, atom-tight electrons and their single wave pulses. 12. Different single wave pulse lines only can be seen on the band of continuous spectrum that occur through relocating free electron motions, successive waves varying. Yes. This is initial case. This is enlarged case, and this is single wave pulse pushing case. This is imbalance step. This is absorption step. This is single wave pulse emission step. This initial situation, imbalance situation of atom bounded, atom tied electron motion form, it has energy. Same formulas. And this enlarged position, it has another energy. And difference of these two cases, energy, okay, single wave pulses energy. Difference, this situation, this case, in this case energy, difference between in this case energy and in this case energy is equal to single wave pulses energy. Okay. And it relates to initial wavelength always. Yes, firstly, I hope you saw. Yes, imbalance step, imbalance step, imbalance step, absorption step, emission step. Okay. I hope wholly you see. Here. Now my hydrogen sample. You see, I hope again. These are my main formulas and some results. Yes. Before that, I published a book. Can you see? I don't know. Whole hydrogen atom spectrums with my formulas and my method. All of hydrogen spectral lines I have computed according to my theory and my formulas, and I have predicted wholly here. And I have compared with data approximately same results. Yes. For example, right side, this side my computation, this side observation measurement data. You can compare. I hope you see my computings. Here. Okay. Left side my computings, this side data. Compare. My computing according to my theory and my formulas, data. My computing according to my formulas and my theory, right side data. Observing. Almost same results. Okay, I have done this with helium, with lithium, and I have done another gold, bismuth, etc. Here. Different atoms. I will explain. I will explain. Yes, this is my book. I published it in February 2022. Okay. Here. For hydrogen, lambda EI, initial wavelength is 91.16 nanometer. Okay. I hope you can see. Now, energy is smaller number one, number two, smaller n energy. Okay. Minus greater wave number energy. Okay. Equal to these. You see. And finally we find energy of single wave pulse. Okay. Then we compute representative wavelength of single wave pulse or produced line wavelength. Okay. With this formula, then this is result. Here, n square lambda EI, you see. Obviously, I guess you see. Okay. Here, this is my computing result. Say this line. At first number and second number difference line. Same, this is my formula. E equal to hc divided by n square. Don't forget that. N square. Lambda. Okay, it's not important. Now, it's not important. You may say, why there is no lambda n minus delta lambda? Here, atom-bounded electron motion form. Okay. Formula is mainly same. E is not equal to n hc. Now, E equal to hc divided by n square. Again, E is not equal to n multiplied by hc divided by L. This is wrong. This is Planck formula. Here, E equal to hc divided by n square lambda. Main formula here, lambda. Then lambda for relocating electron motion form, lambda n minus delta lambda cosine alpha, etc. Remember, okay? And here, 1 lambda EI 91.4 for hydrogen. Here 91 point nanometer. Okay. Here n equal 1. Of course equal 1. Okay. Then say second free electron motion forms second n equal to second successive wave come in and make enlarged 2 square multiplied by 91. Okay, enlarged. And this energy minus this enlarged position energy equal to single wave pulse energy. Okay, this first position energy minus enlarged position energy equal to single wave pulse energy. Okay. Here second successive wave, third successive wave, fourth successive wave affected, and these results. Here my computing